tell us about you.
Yeah. Can you share? Can you share a little bit about you?
He cooks, I eat. I'm
I
Italian.
used to have my real estate license and loans and escrow, so
Okay.
I used to do
You
all
look
of that.
familiar.
What's your last name, Tony?
Tamarite.
No,
Tamariti
my
in
first
Italian.
time.
But everybody says
So I work with a lot of, guys in Bali Casino. They all Tucci. Chi. Oh, hey, Chi. And it's
That's right.
Tucci.
That's right.
Then
Okay.
we went to your friend's restaurant in Beverly Hills, and they're Italian.
Yeah.
That was so good.
What was the brand of
They
that
own
those
like
restaurant
8
chain?
restaurant. They own like 8 restaurant. His friend.
It's a steak Boulevard Steakhouse.
Oh.
No, the one that we went with the chef that made us the Drago.
Oh,
Drago.
Drago. Okay.
The one on. Oh, I'm so sorry.
Yeah, they have 8 locations.
In Paseo.
It was 3 brothers,
Rodeo Drive.
3 Italian brothers
Wow.
that started those branch. They're
They
still
came
operating
out and they
very.
made a
very
special
busy.
menu
Bunch of
for us.
Italian.
Drago, Chef Drago.
It's really
And I
fun.
never eat out Italian. I eat it at home.
Oh, good. Homemade is the best.
Best cookie.
Because I'm disappointed everywhere I go.
Yeah.
It's not authentic enough, huh?
You know. So if you have a good one, I'll take your word for it. But most of the time, I'm disappointed.
You know
We
that
go out for something else.
there's a
We don't
really
go for
good
Italian. My
Italian.
wife trained with my mother. Meatballs and everything.
Oh, that sounds
Just,
good.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh.
Everything.
There's a Mama Papa shop in Westminster. That's right next to our friend's office and Ganga.
We know?
Yeah, there's a little Mama Papa shop of really good Italian food. Really good. It's just a small Mama Papa shop.
Those are usually the best ones,
Yeah.
right? Yeah.
I love Italian food. Love.
Italian food, home cooking, the best.
Yeah.
There's whole recipes. Man.
And everybody's got different. Your aunt's different than your mother's.
Because-
every sauce is a little different.
So, chef,
know.
do you cook Italian food too, or just?
I do.
Oh, awesome.
And I mean, at the restaurant, then they hand over to the Latino guys. And then
Right.
It's based on the mood, how they.
Did you bring me a little brochure?
I don't know.
Yeah, most of the workers are Mexican in the restaurants, right?
Yeah.
No matter what the
You
cuisine
you
is.
need their help. Yeah.
You need their
because
work.
they're very good at
hard workers.
dishwashing and cleaning and yeah, they're
Cooking
very
too.
good.
80%
Yeah, cooking
of
too.
them in there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I was the only. I believe I was the only Asian chef at the Hotel Bel Air at that time. They wrote an article about me. It's so funny.
Really?
Very impressive.
Back in the days.
And where do you live?
Because they asked me, actually, Bon Appetit magazine, they interviewed me, they said, how you get the name Jack? I said, Three's Company.
Oh yeah, I love Three's Company.
cook.
Jack, Janet, and Christy.
I still watch
That's it.
that.
That is
They
one of the
still
best
record
comedy
that show.
ever.
They cracked
Yeah.
up and they
I
said,
still
that's
watch
it.
it.
That's why they picked you.
Jack, Janet, and
Definitely.
Christy. They share and share and share alike. So funny.
1980s.
Yeah,
The
they're so
80s.
original.
I knock on my door.
Mr. Roper.
The comedy nowadays is not that great.
Yeah.
I don't know why. It's,
No.
It's not innocent. Back then it was innocent.
Yeah.
I was learning English.
Right.
I didn't know.
Imagine that show now.
Yeah.
It would be off the wall, I'm sure.
I should-
Anything goes. Back
And-
then they were
It
discreet.
It should be Jack Lee with 2 blondes now.
Right. Well, let me give you a little overview.
Okay.
What we do, maybe you guys will know somebody that would like to invest. Let me get my glasses. Can't see without these.
It's part of age.
Yes. I can see far, very good, but
Have you thought about getting LASIK?
everybody tells me.
Yeah, I had my LASIK in '98 when it first came out,
Really?
and it was amazing. Yeah, I had it until now. Before, I used to blink all the time because I couldn't see far. It was so difficult, and then that was in high school. So I asked the teacher, "Can I sit closer so I can see the board?" The teacher would refuse.
Wow.
Really?
Yeah,
Why is
and I
that?
keep blinking. Very evil teacher, I'm telling you, evil.
Oh my God, that sounds like an evil one for real.
And then eventually I found out I was very bad with my eyes.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
You were nearsighted?
Yeah.
Okay.
So, so I'll go through this kind of give you a quick overview of what we do. Our company, Professional Land, has been selling land over 50 years. All the land that the company owns. We don't take any listings. And different areas over that time. You know, one area booms and then we go to the next area. History has a way of repeating itself. And all the land that we have is owned by the company. It meets our strict quality standards, so we'll touch a little on our research. And we also offer easy seller financing so people can purchase the land with a down payment and make monthly payments. We don't check credit or anything, because we own the land.
Oh,
That's our security. And then we have our own agents and brokers that work with us, like Alan and Blaze, that become land specialists and learn that side of real estate. Most people in real estate sell homes. 99% have never had a land transaction, listing, sold anything. So it's very specialized, not as much competition in land. And land is really the basis of all wealth. The owners here made a fortune without ever building. This is Ron, he's coming in today. Randy maybe comes in. They don't have to work. But they've been buying and selling land, never built anything. They own this building, but they never built. They don't know how. They just know how to buy and hold and sell. And that's kind of what we teach our client to do as well. So they grew up in San Fernando Valley in Los Angeles, and when they were kids, they saw all the land turn into new cities and homes and industry and shopping, and no one in their family took advantage, and they missed all those opportunities. So they started very young in college and bought their first land north of Los Angeles in Santa Clarita and did very well. They didn't know Magic Mountain was coming nearby their land. They got lucky, and they continue to get lucky. So we work with Stewart Title. They're one of America's the largest title companies, and we have A+ rating with Better Business Bureau and Department of Real Estate. So we show people like where is going to be the next big city. Like this is Los Angeles, and been full for many, many years now. There's no land, so virtually no supply. High demand means very high prices. So this is an article I saved from 2014. 8 acres on Wilshire Boulevard. It used to be a shopping center with the Robinson May. It's all empty, the shopping center. Sold for $420 million, 8 acres. Over $50 million per acre. Pretty big. So this company in 2010, Joint Treasure Group from Hong Kong bought the land for $148 million. And then they got the plans approved for 235 condos, underground parking for 876 vehicles, 21,000 square feet of shops and restaurants, and then they sold it for $420 million. So they made $270 million in 4 years without building. So that's kind of what we teach our client to do, but on a much smaller scale. And it's too expensive here.
Really?
And before you guys got here, I was showing her, we were talking about, I'll show you some, Rancho Cucamonga, Ontario, is $2 million an acre now. Used to be like 50 grand an acre not long ago. So you got to go to where the money is. We're going to show you where it's happening now. And so this can help for your retirement. A lot of people are looking for different ways to diversify. The stock market's very volatile. Not everybody can handle that. A lot of people, especially Asian people, like to invest in land. And they don't have to worry about it. There's no maintenance, there's no tenants, there's no headache, no termites and toilets.
We mow the lawn, right?
No, nothing.
Because we had to mow the lawn before.
Yeah.
Some land,
Depends where the land is. There could be, if it's in the city, close to development, they have something called weed abatement. That they might make you mow the grass. We have a company that does it. And
Prevent from fire. Like
Yeah.
the Eaton fires. and all that.
Yeah, but it's only if you're near developments, and which we have. So, and we show people how they can buy the land with an old 401k or their IRA, their retirement account. So there's ways that you can use that money to own the land. And we help them step by step with that. And then also we get a lot of parents that like to buy the land as a vehicle for their kids' college fund. Maybe the kids are young today and next 10 years they're gonna go to college. Look how expensive it is now. $170,000 for 4-year public. Private is double. For rooms, books, tuition, housing. I've had people tell me I pay $100,000 a year.
Yep.
Per year.
Yep.
Right now.
Like Chapman
This is
University.
low, they say.
Yeah. Chapman University is 80,000 plus
Yeah.
housing.
Yeah.
So that's 100.
How much your son pay?
Well, he went to USC, so that's 100,000 a year, and my other son went to NYU, so that's another 100,000 a year.
Smarter
so
kids.
She's all drained.
100,000, and I'm
It's
drained.
expensive to have
Mama's
smart
all drained.
kids. Right?
So yes, that's right, running around there.
Mhm.
But I thought
Yeah.
public was a little bit less, but I guess not, huh?
Depends, I guess, but
Room and board. yeah,
California is
room and
pretty
board.
high. Let's see, so let's go to the next. I went the wrong way. Dolly just got back from a long weekend. So
Yeah,
then
happy
these are
Memorial Day.
success cases. Most of the customers hold the land 5 to 10 years, but you can see some not planning on it 2, 3 years. You know, sometimes you can make 4 or 5 times return or more with land. So housing goes up percentage, a little bit a year. Over the long term, it's nice. But land can double again, double again, double again. That's how it works.
Yeah.
So even small ones like this, 25,000. That's one of my agents sold for 97,000 just a few years up in Barstow. So
Not bad.
Yeah.
and this is all the land again is owned by our company. So for these two guys to buy it, they make sure it meets their strict standards, and not all land is good. So they're very careful about where the easements are. For example, easement means someone owns the right to come through your land.
Right.
It could be a road, it could be the sewer, it could be water, gas, phone. So those are all important, but we only want them on the boundary, not through the middle of the land. That way, if they're through like this, you can't develop. So we were gonna buy this one back in 2006, and we got the title report from the title company, and we've discovered there was a 200-foot wide easement through the middle of the land. They're gonna put power lines through, big power lines. So we said, cancel, we don't want it. Can't build. So that was very low price at that time for that area, and now we know why. So you get what you pay for, you know, like anything else. You get, you know, not all land is good, so.
Yeah, Mama always said.
And then illegally
It's not cheap.
divided
Cheap is
land,
not
we
good.
see drainage problems on properties. We teach a whole course on our website of what we look for and avoid. So most people like to work with our company for peace of mind. They know they're getting good research, flat land, no problems, that they're not gonna have a hard time selling it later. We don't like these ditches on the property because when it rains, it's like a river, and these are very expensive to engineer. Before they could allow these developments next door, all this had to be concrete, retaining walls, called millions of dollars to engineer. Otherwise, the soil will wash the buildings away. It will flood risk. So this is this guy David Liu was in the news over 20 years ago, and he bought land in Victorville, Mesa, Linda, and Seneca Road, but he had the ditch through the property, and the city said, you have to fix it, $1 million, or we cannot let you develop. It's a water mitigation risk. 20 years later, still empty. Why would he fix that land for $1 million? It's not worth that much. You could go down the street and get a different one that doesn't have a ditch, right? And pay a lot less. So You get what you pay for, so that's why people like to work with us. And then we have our own financing. It's hard to get financing for land. So we can do 25% down on the left, where banks are 50%. Most banks don't even do land. And we do 7.5 fixed rate up to 7 years, where they're 12, 15%, mostly interest only. We're not interest only. And you get 1 to 3 year loan. And with us, there's no credit check, no qualifying at all. Here you have to qualify. And we don't charge any fees or loan points because we're not a lender. We just do seller financing, and you can pay it off anytime and no balloon payment. So our financing is easy. And then 35% down is the most popular. That's 7.25. 35% down payment or more, we will record the deed in your name. Typically with seller financing, you don't get the deed until it's paid off.
Wow.
Right.
We do it at 1/3. 25% down, you won't get it until 1 year. We want, as long as you're current on your first year payments. So we have in our purchase agreement, no later than 1 year from today, you will be recorded, as long as you're current on your payment and taxes. And then taxes are 1.25% of the price you pay for the land. So if somebody buys for $100,000, it's gonna be about $1,250 every year for property tax. And that they could potentially write it off, as well as the interest. We send them an interest breakdown every year for their taxes. So there are some tax advantages for land, but land historically is a very good long-term investment, very good hedge against inflation. And you know, you guys are Vietnamese and Korean, and I see these people in here buying land all the time.
We love land.
So if you know people like that, invite them to learn, leave their checkbook home. Just come and learn what area we're involved in and what some of the big developments coming in.
Yeah.
Many will end up buying, and you can get some commission from it. And we'll do the hard work, do all the selling. So all our land is in California. We are 40 million people heading for 50 million. And they're coming from all over the world, especially Southern California is most popular. 2/3 of the state population is Southern California. So housing is very high here.
Yes.
Why? Land so high. Millions and millions per acre means high prices. So when you look at your house appraisal, say it's 1.5 million. Your house is on a little lot in Orange County.
Yep.
Say 6,000 square feet average. That's what, 1/7 of an acre, small. Land value over 1 million for your house. And then they have structure value, say 400. There's your price, 1.5. So there's more money in the land. So you can build the same house in Corona, maybe the lot's a $500,000. And then you build a $400,000 house, you're 900. You go a little further, maybe the lot's 300, the house 400, 700. That's how you get the price. So Inland Empire is Riverside and San Bernardino County. Those two counties are booming, and #1 every year, 5 years in a row in jobs because of all the warehouses. One warehouse is 800 to 1,000 jobs. And that's where they're all going. They need 100, 200 acres to build these giant warehouses.
Like in Moreno Valley?
So many going in there also. Yeah,
Yeah, we see it.
you see it, right? And then Inland Empire is #1, one of the fastest growing economies. It's growing faster than Seattle, San Diego, and Denver. And right now it's about 5 million people. It's gonna hit over 7 million in the next 20 years. So this will be one of the 10th largest metropolitan areas in the nation. So right now, this Victor Valley, which is in San Bernardino County, is the fastest growing area in California. Fastest growing area in the Inland Empire. And there's 4 cities in this valley. Victorville is the biggest one. Hesperia, Adelanto, and Apple Valley. So the 4 cities are in the red. So if you own land here, you're in city of Apple Valley, or you're in city of Hesperia, and we have all their zoning maps. We also have land in the county, not in the city. So the pink area and the white are county, but they also develop. There's also many people living in the county, not in the city limits. That lake I showed you here is in the county, not in the city. So let me back up. This lake,
Beautiful lake.
Spring Valley Lake, this is in the county, not in the city. They got their own master plan zoning from the county. Now the cities want it. Apple Valley says, join our city. They want all those tax dollars from all those homeowners.
Yep.
We'll give you our school, we'll give you our fire, our police, you know. They
Trade off.
say, no, we don't want to join. We want to stay private. So, but the pink is better than the white. Pink means they call the pink area sphere of influence. So the cities have already said, look, we're running out of land. We're filling up.
The red one?
Pink.
Yeah, the red is
The red
filling
is the
up.
city.
It's already filled up all the way to the end almost. So now they're starting to add in these pink sections into the city. So a lot of investors like to buy in the pink sections next to the city and let the city add it into the city. And they will rezone it. Right now the zoning is rural. I was showing you one earlier. Rural means 1 house on 2.5 acres. You're not gonna buy to build 1 house. You buy, you wait. Let the city add it in and rezone it. They could change it to commercial, the price goes way up, or apartments. So it's a little more speculative buying in the pink, but potential for more return. So it depends on the customer. Some are more risk takers, some are more conservative. So we can give them some options. And then this is the 15 freeway, goes to Las Vegas through this area. So if you go to Vegas, you're driving through here or flying over it, one or the other.
Yep.
This area is gonna have 2 high-speed rail stations. One here in Apple Valley at Dale Evan Parkway exit, another one at Joshua Street exit here, and another station in Rancho Cucamonga below the green.
It's a $12 billion project.
$12 billion.
It's already broke ground.
So we're not selling land, we're selling the train, the growth, the warehouses, the big housing development,
future.
the population growth,
Future growth. Yeah.
billions going into the roads. Just this road, Highway 395, goes to Canada. And right now from here to the end of the red there, just 20 miles, they're widening that $483 million right now. Why? Because there's gonna be 1 million people living here. Right now there's already 500,000. And they're putting freeway exits every 1 mile. This is a new exit that just opened a few years ago, 59 million. And they just broke ground on a huge housing development here called Silverwood. 15,000 homes are going here. 60,000 people will live just in this development. And they have their own schools and downtown shopping in this development. So I'll show you some of that. And then a lot of warehouses are coming in here. This airport in Gold used to be a military base for Air Force. Closed. And now they have made that into a U.S. custom foreign trade zone for cargo called the Southern California Logistics Airport. That's bringing in 60 million square feet of warehouses. 60 million.
Huge.
So 1 million square feet is like 800 to 1,000 jobs.
Why Amazon?
It's huge. Yeah, all
Amazon's there already.
Oh, okay.
They have 2 here, and they just broke ground on another one in
Walmart is there. If the big guy
might
is
have
there,
the
you
news
follow
here
the big guy.
somewhere.
Yeah.
Where's my Amazon news? I don't even have it here. Maybe it's over there. But they just broke ground on 2.6 million square feet, 171 million. I'll have to print more articles for that. So, so there's a lot of warehouses. This airport is duty-free, tax-free, foreign trade zone. So Goodyear Tire, Amazon is there, Boeing, Red Bull, Dr. Pepper, Mars Candy, GE, big warehouses. I'll show you pictures. And then that's bringing thousands of jobs. So all that is bringing billions into the local economy. All those workers are going to need housing. And then this is another airport in Apple Valley. 5,000 acres around there is all industrial. And there's Walmart was the first company. They bought here 320 acre and built their largest warehouse in California. And they put in the water and the sewer, everything. So now we see many companies are going in nearby. This one is from Orange County. They bought 226 acres and they're getting ready to put in 3.5 million square feet, 3 buildings here. 3,000 car parking, 1,500 trailer. This one just got approved, 1.4 million square feet. And this one also was approved for 1.3 million square feet. Those were just announced a couple months ago, these two. More warehouses. And then this one, 2.6 million, was just approved end of April 24th. So the news is what sells. So that's what I kind of do, is kind of show all that. And then that, you know, I only talk about these big projects because there's so many little ones. I'll keep you here all day. If you want, just take the newsletter and you can look at the headlines.
Yes.
But it's crazy. So this is the spot to be right now. And housing here is only 400,000 for new homes. A lot of young families are getting out of LA, renting. Here they can get a house, they can get jobs. All these warehouses are hiring, and the train is hiring. So this is a good area to invest in land right now. We get people from all over the world buying here. I have people from Japan, Korea, and Vietnam, and Dubai, and all over
Yes.
buying land here. You don't have to be here to watch it. It's safe. Your land can't be hurt. So, and that's kind of what we do. And then we have links to all these projects. I'll just click a few of these to give you some visual. But this is the logistics airport in Victorville. This used to be the military base. So you can see these are all the warehouses going in. These are the runways. A lot of these planes are coming in to be painted, then they fly back out. But this is a new Goodyear Tire, just finishing building here. This is Amazon, they're open. They opened last year, 1.3 million square feet. This is Dr. Pepper's building, and Fellowship Warehousing, whatever they do. And Suburban Propane, I think, is here. So these are just enormous. And
So
then,
all this is in Victorville, huh?
yeah, yeah. And this is GE and Mars Candy and DHL, and this is Rubbermaid, and so you get the idea. There's a lot, and there's way more coming here. And then this is all where the housing for the soldiers was. This will be all torn down, and they're going to make that into a railroad yard in the next phase, because the rail runs next door to this airport. So they're going to drop a lot of it here, fly it out, truck it out from here, and then continue up to Barstow. And they're building more railroad yards there. And then in Apple Valley, this is the Apple Valley Airport where Walmart built their big this is touchy. This is where a lot of these warehouses are going. I was talking about, so Walmart built the first one, and then you can see they're coming in on both sides. All these are getting approved right now in the news, so we get a lot of investors want to buy around here. in the path of the growth. And then this is the big housing development, 15,000 homes I mentioned earlier. Silverwood, this is going in Hesperia, which is the city to the south of Victorville. 9,000 acre master plan community for 15,000 homes. And this company is huge. They do a lot of big master plan communities in Mexico and Hawaii, mostly California, Arizona. I don't know if you've heard of this new Disney project. They're the ones doing it out in Palm Springs area. They have built Ladera Ranch in Orange County, Rancho Mission Viejo here in Orange County. So they're a big, big player in housing. And these companies do their homework. They don't just go, oh, let's build 15,000 homes and see what happens. No way.
Let's wing it.
They're not winging it. They do feasibility, demographics.
But Tony, I ask you a question. Why buy with PLC, Professional Land Corporation?
Well, because of our finance, because of our research.
Yeah.
You're getting good land.
So,
I just had a Vietnamese lady here. Actually, her agents knew here. And he goes, my girlfriend's Vietnamese. She bought land in Victorville. So she came in. I get the APN number at the end. I put it in. I showed her land. I knew from the price she paid, 10 acres for 30,000. I knew there was something wrong with
That's
it.
so cheap.
Too good to be true.
Oh.
How could it be that low?
So they can't develop?
She's not on any, it's landlocked.
Oh, no.
You can't get to the property without trespassing, so you can't develop it. Unless someone buys the
Yeah.
neighboring land together with hers, it gives it access. So you're risky, that's risky. We don't buy land.
So
10
if-
acres.
So she
is
said,
what
I
you
wish
can."
I met you first. I wouldn't have bought that land.
Dr. Snell bought some land
I
somewhere.
meet people all the time.
Mexico somewhere.
So-
He's
so
still there
PLC would-
somewhere. I have no idea.
We
Let's say
have
we
the-
buy it from PLC when somebody wanna buy, or company develop.
We don't develop, but we know their land is good and is developable.
I think
And
he's
they'll get
asking
title
what happens when
If
you're
you-
ready to resell the land.
When
Yeah.
you're ready to resell, typically you'll get an offer and you sell to the builder and developer.
But who notify us?
They will usually mail a letter
To your
to
address
us.
for taxes.
If they're still on financing, the letter comes here and then I call you. Hey Jack, I got an offer. You got an
Okay,
offer.
okay.
Do you wanna take it or do you wanna hold out? Let me do some digging, check with our contact, check with the city,
So-
check with the
so-
title.
So PLC does take care of the
Yeah, and
client.
if they're buying around you, they already bought a lot of the land nearby you, they need yours.
Mm.
That's when you wanna hold out and get the highest price.
That's
Jack
when you-
doesn't wanna sell.
That's when you
Jack-
guys come in, right?
Jack does not wanna sell.
That's where we come in,
He
we
says he's
negotiate.
gonna leave it for his kids. And then they say, leave it for his kids, we gotta have it now. What does he want? Name his price. And they can give you way over the market when they need your land. Cause they bought all the neighbors lower. So, and then this is a big housing, this is where this one is going in Hesperia.
Incredible.
So this is, just plays 2 minutes. Just a little promo video.
True believers know that the California dream is within reach, where rolling foothills join rugged canyons, and sweeping views of ridgelines evoke the wonder of a national park. The magnificence of the Golden State is no longer only a dream. It's a place for a daily lifestyle that's in rhythm with the patterns of the sun, textures of flora and earth, and wide expanses that bring a freedom to life. Located in Hesperia, California, with easy access to Ontario, San Bernardino, and Los Angeles, Silverwood is the small-town community that's one of California's last truly undiscovered gems. Silverwood's central gathering space is a vibrant village green, walkable from every neighborhood and surrounded by a community school, pools, and parks. with a wide range of home sizes and styles. At Silverwood, your front porch is your trailhead. 166 miles of paths and trails, including access points to the famed Pacific Crest Trail, await your exploration, while the community's adjacency to Silverwood Lake offers endless opportunities for outdoor adventures.
Beautiful.
It's time to embrace family, reconnect with friends, and celebrate nature in a place so uniquely Californian. It already feels like home. Silverwood, life panoramic.
That's what we did. We filmed a big project, 4 or 5, the train, the warehouses, the airports, these big housing development. There's so much going on, guys. It's nonstop. And I feel like a newsman. That's really what I feel like. And
Well, you gotta keep up with it.
yeah, you have to. Knowledge is power. So, you know,
Exactly.
it's like people here. Disneyland came here. This is 1954, Orange County, Anaheim. If you knew Disneyland was going to go right there, wouldn't you want to buy the land around here? Many people did. Look what happened. And the ones that didn't, left behind. So we don't have Disneyland, but we got high-speed rail, we got big housing, we got... It's all good.
Warehouse.
We've never had
15,000
high-speed
homes
rail
are built.
before. This is huge
15,000
stuff.
homes.
And so that's kind of what we do. And this housing is starting for 400,000 for new homes.
It's like Texas price
Yeah.
Not bad, huh?
for California.
For
Yeah.
And
California.
then we're seeing billions going into the roads in this area, and malls and new shopping and car washes and industrial park. This is another industrial warehouse.
Jack's restaurant is gonna go there.
This is another one coming to Apple Valley. Just Watson Land Company. They're a big warehouse developer out of Carson, California. They're coming in here.
Oh yeah.
So they build these big warehouses. And right now, with the way the tariffs are, they're projecting way more warehouse building. Prologis is the largest warehouse owner in America, in the world.
That's a good point.
They're already up 9.3% this year over last year. The warehouses are leasing, they're filling up. More companies have to open their factories here, so to avoid the tariffs. So it's bringing business back here, and so that's all helping. And then we see so much money going into the roads and the utilities, and then the icing on the cake is this train. They're gonna build, like I said, stations in this area. This is Nevada website, Nevada Department of Transportation. So this shows you the route. One station in Rancho Cucamonga, one Hesperia, one in Victorville, Apple Valley area, and then straight to Vegas, right in the Freeway 15. 200 miles an hour, all electric, and $12 billion already funded and under construction 1 year already. So they were doing more of the infrastructure, like the borings in between the freeway, and they're putting new bridges in. And
So for us to go to Vegas, we just go there and park there, and then from there the train takes us 2 hours to Vegas. That's it.
Oh.
So instead of us driving 7 hours like I did last time.
Oh my gosh.
Say hello
7
to
hours.
Brightline
Was that
West,
during New
the
Year's
high-speed
Eve or
rail
something?
system that will connect
was,
two
in
of
March.
America's most vibrant regions, Las Vegas and Southern California. Soon to be one of the greenest forms of transportation, Brightline West will take millions of cars off the road, removing tons of carbon dioxide from the air, while providing a fast, convenient, and enjoyable experience. The new system will revolutionize travel, generating thousands of jobs and over $10 billion in economic impact. Brightline is backed by Fortress Investment Group, a global firm with over $30 billion of infrastructure investments.
Brightline will build on the successful model they created in Florida to redefine high-speed rail in America.
We're already running
Each
in
year,
Florida.
50 million people travel between Southern California and Las Vegas, over 85% by car. Driving is unreliable and can require 5 or more hours on one of the nation's most congested and dangerous roadways, I-15. Air travel is inefficient, filled with delays, and expensive. Brightline West offers an alternative. Our all-electric high-speed rail system will cover 260 miles between LA and Las Vegas in about 3 hours. The journey begins in downtown Los Angeles at the historic Union Station, where passengers can use their Brightline ticket to ride the San Bernardino Metrolink line. Riders emerge east out of Union Station and in about an hour arrive at our Rancho Cucamonga station.
It's a slow ride,
As
that's right.
passengers arrive in Rancho Cucamonga, they will immediately see the Brightline station above the Metrolink tracks. A seamless transition, just an escalator right away. Brightline guests can book their trip using the Brightline app, website, or ticketing kiosk, where our exceptional customer service team members are there to help with everything from ticketing to baggage check. Riders breeze through touchless security checks, then glide into lounge areas where they can relax and recharge. As Brightline departs Rancho Cucamonga, passengers will enjoy scenic views along I-15, conquering the steep grade of the Cajon Pass, a mountain highway dividing the majestic San Gabriel and San Bernardino mountains. The Victor Valley Station platform is strategically located within the I-15 and is the last stop before Las Vegas. The departure from Victor Valley will bring the train to top speeds of up to 200 miles per hour. Our trains will fly past the staggering traffic and a 2-lane freeway, while passengers sip, chat, and chill from the comfort of a bright and spacious cabin with ergonomically designed seats and ample legroom. Built through the lens of today's modern traveler, Brightline train sets will have something for everyone, including first-class seats and a resort-style lounge with space for 35 guests. Our trains will race past the impressive mountain views as they approach their final stop, Las Vegas. Entering Las Vegas, our well-refreshed passengers will arrive at Brightline's flagship station on the famous Las Vegas Strip, in the heart of Vegas's biggest entertainment and sports hub. Brightline extends its high-quality travel experience all the way to a rider's ultimate destination with Brightline Plus, our door-to-door concierge service,
My agent
powered
just
by our
rode it in
app and
Florida.
supported by
He
a
loved
fleet
it.
of electric vehicles.
She went
This
from
service
Orlando
will
to
seamlessly
Miami
take
in
passengers
under
from
2
their
hours,
arriving
which
train
is
to
a
their
hard
destination
drive
of choice.
with traffic.
As
You gotta
we
take off,
challenge the
please?
status quo of transportation,
Okay. Maybe
Brightline
we'll
has
touch
built
base
an
later this
unparalleled
week.
service for travelers looking for a deluxe experience without the private travel price.
I can't come
Welcome
back
to the future of travel in America. Welcome to Brightline.
Thank you.
Sorry about that. So this is getting people excited. All this news. And then they usually say, I want to get something. You know,
Yeah, 'cause
not
I
everybody,
noticed.
not everybody will buy.
My mother-in-law live in Marino, and we see how all this warehouse developed.
It's too
incredible.
expensive there now.
Yeah.
Like I have a listing here, which is in Paris.
Right on Paris, yeah, Avenue.
Paris.
That's Merino Valley. No?
That's not my land. 4.4 acre for warehouse. Guess how much they're asking?
O'Neill's?
5.7.
Wow, it's really
That's
gone
Paris,
up.
Riverside.
See, look.
Mhm.
5.76 million. And I looked up what they paid. I got their deed right here. $550,000, 2018.
Oh, my
And
God.
times.
Nice.
2018, my God, that's even less than 10 years.
If you go in this area, the same thing. Even if it goes half as good,
Yeah,
you're talking
that kumanero.
no brainer. Alan bought land with a
Victor
partner
Valley.
in
but
29
this-
Palm.
Oh,
He's already way ahead.
After this, we'll show you inventories of ours. We have a lot of land.
So that's kind of how we do it, and then
Land
you
is
know,
the
and
land
then
of
up in
God.
Barstow, this is the world's largest railroad yard. Gonna be going in Barstow right here, 4,800 acre. They just added 300 more acres going here.
Oh.
This, we just got the news in April. I knew about this project, but I didn't know it's gonna be the world's largest railroad yard. The
1.5
world's
billion.
bigger than China.
China.
Wow.
You would think China would have the
20,000
biggest railroad, right?
jobs. So I have lots by this that are very easy to buy. I have 2-acre residential, 39,000. I have 3.75 acre industrial right on the highway close to this, only 120,000. So
Not
there could
bad at
be
all,
people
huh?
you guys
Check it
know that you can
Yeah.
refer. You don't need a license to get find
Oh,
a
we know
fee.
him.
He'll
We
take
go
care
work
of
through
you.
Alan.
Alan will take care of it.
He'll take care
We'll
of you
just send
guys.
people there.
Yeah. So, but we'll do all the work, you know, we'll train them and do the paperwork and, so that's kind of what's going.
Because we don't want to take the
Gila.
license right
Go
now,
to
man.
Gila.
Too old already.
You
Oh,
don't
we
need
should
it.
go to
Tony,
Ambansel, go to Gilda. She
you know,
buy lands
my,
all
my
the
question
time.
is this.
She
It's
bought
simple.
that land next
Because
to,
I know a lot of Chinese.
now it's a Magnolia
If they buy,
Medical
who take
Building,
care
but
of
that was
them?
hers before.
You know, they, after they
She
own
sold
it,
for
they
$2
don't know what to do
million.
with
She
it.
bought it,
Yeah,
whatever,
they
make
don't have
them
the money.
Right there
send
on
a
the Obosa.
newsletter.
Ah,
We're
okay.
here.
So,
So,
We're here
no,
for
you should
them.
talk to
Okay.
her
We
because she's
answer all
at
their
the restaurant
questions.
all the
Understand.
time.
What is my land
She
Avoid
value
my
knows
driver,
now?
driver here.
Can
So
you
PLC
give me
will
an
take care of
idea?
them.
Yes.
She knows all
Okay.
about
Yes,
it.
Got
50
it.
You better
years.
should
So
come
we
here
have
because we
8
show
plus
them where
Go
all
to
the
her
land
restaurant
located.
after this. Let's eat Bansal at her restaurant.
And you can see it's only
And then I'll
75
introduce you
miles
to
from
her.
here to our office.
And you can talk to her about
I have
land.
over
She understands
200
everything about
customers in
land.
Japan that have
She's
bought
an
here.
investor for sure.
They're
She
8,000
has
miles
money.
away. Foreigner has to pay cash though. They cannot finance.
You know who?
Foreign buyer.
You know who
Okay.
develops?
But US they can
He's
finance.
building a 17 condo right now.
A foreign
Is
buyer, they just
Chris-
pay it off.
Let my
Can we
relative
eat?
know. I can stand. I can put my
I
name.
introduced you to him
Yeah.
too.
And
Their
maybe
family
a
actually
restaurant?
developed. They actually
then
built
this is,
developed a new restaurant now.
Our 100-point formula, this is a checklist that we put the whole area through,
See,
to make
people
sure
like
it
that
has
already know
everything.
Land's
You have a
worth.
website, right? We can go on.
Yeah, and then this is called the 4 stages of land. So you wanna buy land if you're an investor, stage 2. Then you don't wait too long. You can buy cheaper in stage 1, but you wait a long time.
Where are you? Where are you at? Your land.
Our land is 2.
Two, and then we sell stage 3
I
to the
see.
builder and developer. And this is kind of, I showed you this already.
Right.
Anaheim. Stage 2 on the left, stage 3 on the right. People made a fortune.
10 years later, huh?
And then this
How-
is,
How big
same
is
thing.
Disneyland?
I think about 200 acres. I'll check.
Yes,
Can
not
you
that
Google?
big.
They still expand. They cannot anymore.
They just did.
That's
They
easy.
just bought.
Can you Google because my
They
phone is
just bought
recording?
some last year,
Just say how big
next
is
door.
Disneyland Anaheim.
and they're gonna build
I think
like
it's 200 acres.
So
residential
Tony, what is
development.
the next? When is the? Where is the next weekend? Apple Valley.
This it. This is it.
Apple Valley, Victor Valley.
And this is
Victor Valley.
This is Orange County. Look at Irvine and Jamboree Road. This is all desert.
Can you imagine we buy it at that time?
Now it's
Remember
all
Orange
Irvine?
County?
Just Irvine itself?
tens of millions
billionaires.
an acre.
500 acres.
Oh, okay.
And this
So
is
Disneyland is 500
Corona
acres.
del Mar, Newport Beach. Those lots you could have bought
Occupies about
years
85
ago.
acres.
Buy one,
While
get
the rest
one
is
free.
resort.
Yeah.
$8,000.
Good in the
Disneyland
Gill?
Park is
Right.
I live in
85
Laguna Niguel,
acres.
yeah.
What the hell is that big?
I like it here. We're going to go.
I have a good
acres.
client live there. His name
Can
is.
you imagine we buy
Michael
land around there and
Munoz.
sell it to Disneyland?
Mike Munoz. He owned by the water, Laguna Beach. Guys created something. He sold it to.
Chris will buy land.
Microsoft.
I'll introduce you to Chris.
Just
And
look
retired.
those guys all the time.
This
I
Middle
I
Eastern
walk
guy,
down
he's
the beach
Persian
all
guy.
the time. I talk to people. What do you do? Oh, I sold my company to Apple. They're so rich.
That's
you never
yeah.
know it. You never know
Mike did.
who you're talking to down there. You know, shorts and sandals. And
Very
you
simple.
know, you
Simple
know.
but super rich.
They got it made.
My church, I go to my church. They're so rich. Some of these people just donate.
Which church? Mariners?
It's called South Shores.
She's gonna
Oh,
camp
South
out
Shore.
there.
I thought it was like Mariners.
Dana Point by PCH.
Oh, Mariner is very
I used to
successful.
live in
Oh,
Dana
yeah.
Point,
Yeah,
next to Ritz-Carlton, Ritz-Cole.
yes.
Yeah.
Mariner is very.
So to look at the inventory, we can go on the website, or we have to.
yeah, you do it here.
No, you can do it
Oh,
here.
show it.
And then this is Ontario Airport, used to be military, they closed it in the 80s, they started cargo only. Now by 2012, all the warehouses were in, look how many. Already 2012, it hit 1 million an acre, now it's 2 million.
Yeah, Ontario really
So you
grew
got,
too.
all the companies are going to Victorville now in Apple Valley, cause they need 100,
That's true, it's
200 acres,
booming
they
out
can't
there.
get it here,
Ooh.
too late. And then this is Rancho Cucamonga 2002 to 2012.
Yeah, it's.
So we
it's
say
so
don't wait to
evolved
buy
now.
land, just buy land and wait. Very
Oh,
simple.
Yep.
And then
Good one.
and then for every
Buy and wait.
for
Wait
every
and buy.
property we have we have a big list of land, so it depends on the customer's budget, what they can afford, and so we have once we get that idea of their price range, I can show them the property here.
I see. Okay.
And this is the best way I show them today. Like I was showing Blaze, she had to leave. This one is 2 acre residential, Apple Valley. I put the parcel number here, and it shows you the land. This one is a corner lot on Johnson Road, 93,000 for 2 acre.
Very cheap.
And this is the same street where all the warehouse. This is where Walmart is, just down the same street.
You're down the street from Walmart.
1.8 mile to Walmart.
So what's the estimate?
And this is all the
Time.
Watson Land Company that I already showed you their website. They're gonna build all of this, 166 acre. So the sewer is gonna come right to here, and the land is here.
So what's the
so this
estimated
is-
time that we're gonna make money on that?
Yeah,
10 years?
no guarantee you can make money, but you're gonna probably make a lot of money. And then you can see, I can click the neighbors who bought across the street. Win.
Is that Vietnamese?
That's his client. Win-win.
Japanese from San Diego, Chula Vista.
Yep.
Who is this one? Vinyls in this one.
Oh,
won't work.
So with technology nowadays, you can see
You can see
where the
that.
land's located.
Who owns that one? Who owns that one? Drummond Family Trust, Poway.
So to see the inventory, we have to come here.
It's better come here, but we can send you separately. Yeah, like
Yeah.
let's say you like industrial, you like commercial, we can send you privately those things. But
We
it's
wanna
good that you come
educate
here
the
because
client.
we can show you on the big screen is easier, and then Tony can explain
Look
to
at
you
that
what's
one
zoning.
from Burbank. So
Things like that.
they're all from outside. The people that live in this area
Yeah.
sleep. They don't have the money to invest, and they're asleep.
And Jack, let's say they decide to buy, we can do paperwork here. We have in-house escrow too.
Yeah.
And all of our inventory, all the land, our company paid off. We have no debt.
No debt.
No debt.
Mm.
So that's why we can afford to
Clean
do it.
title.
finance.
No problems with the land.
Yeah.
The customer gets the title insurance. The deed records in their name. So what I do is I show them this website. They love it. And I tell them, look, say you buy this piece. You put 35% down. Next month, your deed records. You come to this website, you put your parcel number. Your name's the owner. Now, not us. Just like this guy. He's the owner, not us.
Cheap.
Is residential?
So it's very
or
transparent.
Industrial,
They
the one
love
that you
that.
guys have, the 2 acres.
This one?
Yeah.
This one right now, is it residential?
Yeah, and
Yeah.
that one with all those warehouses coming in.
It's residential,
Yeah, we gave them.
but
Yeah.
it is annexed. You have a meeting on one? Yeah?
Because we have to have Ellen help.
I know. That's why we have another. I have I have to go back to Burbank.
Oh,
Thế mình
alright.
đi họp trước đi.
Thôi đi học đi.
Okay. Let's go to
Yeah.
my office.
Okay.
So now I
This
have
is
all
great
this. I
though.
talked to my
Thank you
wife.
so
You're
much. I'm
welcome.
gonna have a lot of people.
No, Tony, we'll be
contact
seeing you.
Alex.
This one
I
is
can-
this one is 115,000. This is commercial, right in Hesperia, for restaurant, liquor store, grocery
Commercial is
store, Starbucks.
We can have go to
This
yeah,
is a
she
big
likes
senior
commercial.
resort, retirement resort right next door here. If I zoom out, okay, this is all built up here. That's only 115,000.
2.2 acre.
This is only quarter
So
acre.
can't you
Oh, quarter.
imagine
Here's one.
Oh,
right
we
here,
we
the
sold
same size, they
we
put
sold
a
one or two in that
restaurant.
area
Mile
already.
High Cafe, quarter acre here.
Okay.
So those are commercial though, with paved road, utility, everything.
Ah, okay, okay.
So we'll take good care of your friends and people you refer,
Yes,
and
thank you. I would definitely
if
be
they buy,
referring.
and maybe you want one.